When you want something, the whole universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Yes, my dear students, if you have a strong mind, a strong determination, no one can stop you from reaching your goal. So with this beautiful quote, let's begin Unit 5, The Summit Within, Part 3. The story is written by H.P.S. Ahluwalia. Introduction of this session. The author shares his delightful experience once he reaches the top of Mount Everest. He shares his experience, how he felt after reaching the top of the Everest. Each person has within him or her his or her own mountain peak. That are the struggles within. It is fearful. Yet no one else but that person only has to deal with it. That's what the chapter is about. The summit within. To overcome all your fear. Now let's continue with the reading of the chapter. Looking round from the summit, you tell yourself that it was worthwhile. Now after reaching there, now the author is telling it was worth a visit. Other silvery peaks appear through the clouds. Now he's describing the beauty of other silvery means snow-covered mountains, how beautiful it was looking from top. If you are lucky, the sun may be on them. The surrounding peaks look like a jeweled necklace around the neck of your summit. Below, you see vast valleys, V-shaped valleys, sloping into the distance. It is an ennobling, dignifying, enriching experience to just look down from the summit of a mountain. You bow down and make your obeisance to whichever god you worship. So when he reached there with his teammates, they all gave an obeisance and obedience to whichever god they were worshipping. I left, that means the author left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak, Rawat left a picture of goddess Durga, Fudorji left a relic of the Buddha. Now relic means it's the remain of the preserved dead body. Edmund Hillary had buried, means previously when he had come, he was not there in the team. Previously, had buried a cross under a cairn. That is a heap of rocks and stones in the snow. He had buried a cross. The author had kept a Guru Nanak picture. Rawat left goddess Durga and Fudorji relic of Buddha. These are not symbols of conquest but of reverence. Okay, conquest, this is not of their victory but of respect. The experience of having climbed to the summit changes you completely. There is another summit. It is within yourself. It is in your own mind. Each man carries within himself his own mountain peak. Okay, we all have our targets and we have to reach those targets, overcoming all our obstacles. He must climb it to reach to a fuller knowledge of himself. Okay, fuller knowledge of himself means a person can know about his weaknesses and strength. And weaknesses, that person only can overcome it. It is fearful and unscalable. You cannot measure it. It cannot be climbed by anyone else. You yourself have to do it. The physical act of climbing to the summit of a mountain. Very motivational story. Outside is akin to the act of climbing the mountain within. Now outside, it's related to the act of climbing the mountain within. Outside, you have to face challenges. Within also, you have to face the challenges that you don't give up on in between. The effects of both the climbs are the same, external as well as internal. Whether the mountain you climb is physical or emotional and spiritual, the climb will certainly change you. It teaches you much about the world and about yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses. I venture to think that my experience as an Everester Everester means the person who climbed Everest, has provided me with the inspiration to face life's ordeals. Ordeals means painful experiences resolutely, with determination or firmness. So what changes has come in his life after climbing the Everest? Now he is ready to face all the ordeals with determination. Climbing the mountain was a worthwhile experience. The conquest, that is the victory of the internal summit, is equally worthwhile. The internal summit are perhaps higher than Everest. Beautiful and motivational story written by H.P.S. Ahluwalia. I'm sure you all would have got inspired by this story, and you will come out more stronger and more determined to face the challenges of your life. Now let's do comprehension check, page number 80. It's an MCQ. You can do it in the textbook itself. Standing on Everest, the writer was overjoyed, very sad, jubilant and sad. Third is the correct answer. The emotion that gripped him was one of victory over hurdles, humility and a sense of smallness, greatness and self-importance, joy of discovery. The correct answer is second one. Humility and a sense of smallness. The summit of the mind refers to great intellectual achievements, the process of maturing mentally and spiritually, overcoming personal ambition for common welfare, living in the world of thought and imagination, the triumph, that is the victory of mind over worldly pleasures for a noble cause, a fuller knowledge of oneself. Mark the items not relevant, which is not correct, that you have to mark. So 1, 3, 4 and 5 are not relevant. Now working with text, page 81. What are the three qualities that played a major role in the author's climb? Endurance, persistence and willpower are the three qualities that played a major role in the author's climb. Why is adventure, which is risky, also pleasurable? Adventure is risky but pleasurable. Though it presents great difficulties, man takes delight in overcoming such hurdles. Hurdles means obstacles. जो रुकावटें हैं. Everest is the highest, the mightiest, and many attempts have been made to climb it. According to the author, when the summit is climbed, there is a feeling of exhilaration, the joy of having done something, the sense of a battle fought and won. The physical conquest of a mountain is only one part of the achievement. It is followed by a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. The experience is not merely physical, but it is emotional and spiritual also. What was it about Mount Everest that the author found irresistible? Everest is one of the highest and mightiest mountains that drew him towards itself by its beauty and the difficulties encountered on the way. Climbing it would take the last ounce of one's energy, as it is a